Archangel Michael speaks now with a voice that reaches directly into the heart, offering divine contact and spiritual presence to everyone willing to listen, reminding you that you are surrounded by angels and the light of the divine, and that this very moment is alive with spiritual action and guidance beyond ordinary perception, assuring you that you are never alone and that heavenly assistance is closer than your breath, moving through your mind and soul with clarity and protection. He has been silently shielding you from dark forces and spiritual attacks that sometimes appear as confusion, fear, or sudden obstacles, and his divine protection forms a luminous armor around your home, mind, and spirit, keeping you safe as you move forward on the path of awakening. Your destiny and divine appointments were written before you were even born, so each delay you face, each unexpected turn, is not random but a part of divine timing, for a delay is often a form of reconnection, and miracles are unfolding in the perfect schedule that heaven has set for you, ensuring that nothing is wasted and every step matters. Every tear you have shed, every pain you have carried, every whispered prayer has been heard and witnessed by heaven, and now Archangel Michael brings emotional healing and release, allowing the past's betrayal, disappointment, and suffering to be transformed into wisdom, strength, and peace, helping you breathe out old wounds and receive the soothing light that frees your heart. Signs, synchronicities, and spiritual confirmations surround you. Repeated numbers on clocks, vivid dreams, and sudden insights that seem to arrive like gentle winks from the angels are not coincidences but sacred signals that you are moving in harmony with divine energy, inviting you to trust these messages as reassurance that you are seen and guided every day. Preparation for miracles and blessings is underway even when you cannot yet see it, and unexpected financial release, opportunities, and loving invitations are already set in motion for you. Stay open, spiritually receptive, and hopeful, for these gifts dissolve fear and remind you of the generosity of the universe. You are awakening now to your true identity as a light worker and divine warrior, and your soul is recalibrating at a higher frequency so that you may serve and shine more brightly, carrying love and illumination wherever you go as your vibration rises in tune with the sacred rhythm of creation. Someone important from your past is preparing to return with honesty and healing, and new revelations will bring truth that releases burdens you have carried. This reunion will be anchored not in old patterns but in wisdom and mutual respect that reflects the higher understanding both hearts have gained. Envious people who once tried to dim your light can no longer hold any power over you, for divine justice is lifting you beyond their reach and displaying your light where even those who doubted you will witness the truth of your strength and protection. Your spiritual assignment is not only for your own growth but is also a legacy that will bless future generations. The breakthrough you are experiencing now is rewriting your family's spiritual story and breaking cycles of limitation so that those who come after you may walk in greater freedom. When you speak affirmations of faith such as "I receive" and "I am ready," you activate spiritual momentum, aligning yourself with divine timing and opening doors for blessings and miracles that unfold in surprising ways. So keep affirming and subscribing to the energy of trust and action. An important spiritual decision may soon appear, one that calls you to choose from the soul rather than fear. Know that loved ones who have transitioned, ancestors and guides, are interceding and protecting you as you walk this path of courage and success, whispering encouragement from realms beyond sight. You are breaking old contracts and upgrading your soul's frequency right now, releasing patterns and obligations that once felt unshakable and stepping onto new paths designed by divine wisdom. And this shedding of limits is a sacred act of growth and renewal. The miracles coming may not appear exactly as you imagine, yet they will exceed your plans in beauty and purpose. Be attentive to subtle messages, gifts, and unexpected blessings, for within the next hours and days signs of these miracles will unfold to confirm heaven's promise. Forgiveness is the key now, unlocking your full divine potential. As you release resentment and forgive yourself and others, you make room for growth and love to flourish, discovering that forgiveness is not weakness but profound strength that frees your heart from old chains. You are chosen, favored, and protected, and your name is written in spiritual light. Even those who once opposed you will recognize your divine favor and the shield of protection that surrounds you, acknowledging the undeniable grace that guides your life. Remember, too, that you are not isolated on this path, for a spiritual community and angels walk beside you, forming connections with a sacred family of choice who share your vision and support your journey, offering comfort, companionship, and mutual strength as you move toward your purpose. Finally, Archangel Michael offers a call to receive. Say aloud from your heart, "I am ready to heal, to receive my miracle," and feel the truth that the miracle is already moving toward you, resting in divine timing and unfolding in ways that bless your life beyond expectation. For the universe is already conspiring for your good, and the next chapter of your spiritual awakening is ready to bloom. As the luminous presence of Archangel Michael continues to envelop you, the journey deepens into a sacred rhythm where every breath becomes a prayer and every step is guided by a higher design, inviting you to trust even when you cannot see the full landscape ahead. For divine orchestration is always at work beyond the limits of ordinary sight. The light that surrounds you is not only for your own comfort but also serves as a beacon for others who are still seeking their way. And Michael encourages you to allow your radiance to shine boldly, understanding that when you embody love and truth, you naturally inspire others to rise into their own awakening. There may be moments when the weight of past struggles resurfaces, yet each time you feel those echoes of pain, remember that they are signals for release, not reasons for fear, and that the angelic realm stands ready to help you transmute sorrow into wisdom and courage. Every whispered doubt, every silent question of your worth has already been answered in the heavens with an unwavering affirmation. You are beloved, you are chosen, and your existence is purposeful beyond measure. So let these truths saturate your mind and dissolve the illusions of inadequacy. In times when the world feels heavy with chaos or uncertainty, Michael's shield of light is not merely a metaphor but a spiritual reality, a dynamic protection that moves with you, strengthening your spirit and guarding your path so that you can move forward in peace even amid turbulence. You are reminded again that divine timing governs all things, and that the delays you may experience are not detours but preparations for blessings larger than you have yet imagined, for the universe is aligning circumstances and people in precise order to deliver what is most aligned with your soul's highest good. In this sacred unfolding, pay attention to the subtle language of the universe. A sudden song lyric that answers a private prayer, a sequence of numbers like 111 or 444 that appears repeatedly, or the feeling of a gentle presence when you are alone. These are not random but intentional confirmations of divine guidance, urging you to trust the invisible currents of love and grace. As you open to these signs, your capacity to receive miracles expands, and with it the realization that abundance is not only material but also emotional, relational, and spiritual, encompassing every dimension of life where love can take root and flourish. Archangel Michael encourages you to lift your eyes from the immediate concerns of daily life and to glimpse the larger tapestry being woven for you, where even past mistakes are reworked into threads of beauty and purpose, ensuring that nothing is wasted and everything contributes to the masterpiece of your soul's story. This is a time to embrace the power of affirmation and intentional speech, for words carry creative energy, and when you declare with faith that you are ready, blessed, and guided, you activate heavenly assistance and align with opportunities that might otherwise remain hidden. Perhaps there are relationships in your life that have been strained or fractured, and you may feel a longing for reconciliation or closure. Know that Michael is working behind the scenes to bring honesty, understanding, and healing where it is divinely ordained, and to protect you from connections that no longer serve your highest purpose. In some cases, the return of someone from your past will not be to rekindle what once was but to complete an unfinished lesson, to bring mutual forgiveness and release so that both of you may continue forward unburdened. Divine justice also moves steadily on your behalf, ensuring that envy, malice, or deception cannot prevail against the light within you. Those who doubted, criticized, or sought to undermine you will ultimately witness the strength and grace that have always been your true foundation. Your spiritual assignment continues to unfold not only as a private journey but as a legacy that will ripple outward to influence countless lives and future generations, rewriting patterns of fear and limitation into stories of freedom and possibility, and your courageous steps today plant seeds that will bear fruit long after you have taken them. When the moment comes to make an important decision, one that tests your faith and calls you to step beyond the familiar, trust the quiet voice of your heart, for Michael assures you that the wisdom you need is already within you, supported by the prayers of ancestors and loved ones who stand as a celestial council cheering you on. Even as you navigate these profound changes, you are invited to shed the last remnants of outdated agreements, habits, or identities that no longer resonate with your evolving vibration, allowing your soul to upgrade to a higher frequency where joy and purpose are natural expressions of your being. Miracles are already forming beyond the horizon of your current understanding. They may arrive as unexpected opportunities, sudden insights, or quiet but life-changing moments of grace. And while they might not match the exact shape of your expectations, they will surpass them in the depth of their blessing. In preparing to receive these gifts, embrace forgiveness as a daily practice. For to forgive is to free yourself, to release the energetic weight that can slow your journey, and to open wide the channels through which divine love can flow. Remember that forgiveness does not excuse harm but rather transforms it, reclaiming your power and affirming that you are defined not by wounds but by wisdom. You are deeply favored and divinely recognized, and the light around you grows so bright that even those who once opposed you will sense the presence of protection and grace, compelled to acknowledge that your path is guarded by forces greater than human opinion. Never doubt that a spiritual family is walking beside you. There are allies in both the seen and unseen worlds who share your devotion to love and truth, offering encouragement, insight, and companionship as you continue. In this shared journey, you are never isolated but part of an intricate web of souls working together to elevate the collective consciousness of the planet. Now, as Archangel Michael's message resounds in your heart, feel the invitation to say aloud once more, "I am ready, I receive, I trust." knowing that these simple words open the gates to the miraculous and affirm your readiness to experience the next wave of divine fulfillment that has already been set in motion for your life. With every breath you take, the luminous current of Archangel Michael's guidance flows more clearly, wrapping you in a steadfast assurance that the unfolding of your life is neither random nor fragile but divinely supported at every turn. And as you lean into this reality, you begin to feel an unshakable calm rising from within, a calm that no external circumstance can disturb. The heavenly shield around you is not passive. It is alive, responsive, and deeply aware of the subtle challenges you face each day, from fleeting doubts to sudden obstacles. And it meets each of these with a quiet yet immeasurable strength, ensuring that you walk through even the most uncertain moments with hidden angels at your side. The delays you encounter are the gentle hand of divine timing at work. For every apparent pause is a sacred preparation, aligning resources, relationships, and opportunities so that when the moment of action arrives, you step forward in perfect synchrony with heaven's design, never late and never unprepared. Continue to notice the signs and synchronicities that appear like soft echoes of the divine. Recurring numbers, unexpected messages, sudden flashes of intuition. For these are confirmations that the unseen world is speaking directly to you, offering direction and encouragement so you remain aware of how deeply you are loved and guided. When new blessings approach, remember that miracles are not confined to grand displays. They can be as simple as a sudden insight that resolves a long-standing problem, a phone call that arrives just when you need support, or a creative idea that opens a door you had not imagined, each event carrying the unmistakable signature of divine generosity. Archangel Michael invites you to hold an open heart and an expectant spirit, for the universe delights in surprising those who trust, and the gifts that are on their way will meet your true needs in ways that are both practical and profoundly spiritual. In this awakening, you are not only rediscovering your inner light but also stepping into the role of a light worker whose presence uplifts others. And as your frequency rises, you will naturally draw experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with this higher vibration, while those that no longer align will gently fall away without struggle. Relationships that once caused confusion or pain may now return transformed, not to repeat old patterns but to bring clarity, forgiveness, and sometimes the final release required for true freedom. In each encounter, Michael's wisdom ensures that only truth and healing prevail. Divine justice continues to work quietly yet powerfully on your behalf, dissolving the influence of envy, malice, or hidden agendas so that your progress remains unhindered, and those who once doubted you will witness the evidence of a higher power shaping your journey. Remember that your spiritual assignment carries ripples beyond your own life. Every choice to love instead of fear, every act of integrity and compassion sends a wave of transformation through your family line and into the collective future, breaking old patterns and planting seeds of hope for generations to come. When you declare with conviction words of faith such as "I receive" and "I am ready," you are not merely speaking, you are activating the creative power of the universe, calling forth events and blessings that align with your soul's true purpose and opening pathways for miracles that were waiting for your consent. Important decisions may soon stand before you like gateways, asking for courage and trust. In these moments, pause and listen to the quiet wisdom in your heart, for Archangel Michael assures you that the guidance you need will rise within, supported by the love of ancestors and the counsel of your own higher self. As you continue to grow, the process of releasing outdated agreements and worn-out habits becomes both a necessity and a gift, allowing your spirit to resonate at a frequency where peace, joy, and purpose flow naturally, free from the heaviness of the past. Miracles beyond expectation are forming even now, some visible and others still hidden in the folds of time, and they will arrive with a grace that exceeds your careful plans, reminding you that the universe often delivers blessings in ways more creative and abundant than human imagination can design. Embrace forgiveness as a daily spiritual practice, for to forgive is to reclaim your power and create the spaciousness where love and possibility can thrive, transforming old wounds into stepping stones toward wisdom and serenity. Know that you are deeply favored and divinely recognized. The radiance of your inner light is becoming so evident that even those who once resisted or misunderstood you will acknowledge the unmistakable presence of protection and grace around your life. Take comfort in the reality that you walk this path not in isolation but in communion with a vast spiritual family, angels, guides, and kindred souls on earth, who share your commitment to truth and love, offering companionship and mutual encouragement as together you elevate the collective consciousness of the world. Whenever doubts attempt to whisper that you are alone or unworthy, return to the simple affirmation of readiness. I am ready, I receive, I trust. And feel how these words draw you once more into alignment with the eternal flow of divine support, reawakening the certainty that the miracle is not merely approaching but is already present, unfolding perfectly within the sacred timing of your life. As this divine message reaches its gentle finale, feel the steady presence of Archangel Michael continuing to guide each heartbeat and thought, reminding you that spiritual awakening is not a single moment but an ever-expanding journey of trust, courage, and luminous purpose. You have walked through many shadows and stood in silent valleys, yet each step has revealed hidden strengths and prepared you for the brilliant horizon now unfolding. The light surrounding you is not distant. It is alive within your very being, radiating outward to touch everyone you meet, carrying the quiet assurance that love is the most powerful force in existence. In this final movement of the message, Michael affirms that all the preparation, all the signs and synchronicities have been leading you to this moment of profound recognition. You are inseparable from the divine source, and nothing can diminish that truth. The spiritual armor that has shielded you remains ever strong, not to isolate you but to give you the freedom to create, serve, and love without fear, knowing that unseen help accompanies you in every situation. Delays that once frustrated you now reveal themselves as intricate choreography, each pause a chance to refine your inner strength and to allow events to align perfectly so that your path unfolds in harmony with higher wisdom. Continue to notice the gentle signals of guidance, a sudden intuition that redirects your day, a meaningful dream that answers an unspoken question, a kind word from a stranger that feels like a message just for you. For these are confirmations that heaven is always in dialogue with your heart. Expect blessings that reach beyond your imagination, relationships healed in unexpected ways, creative projects blooming with effortless momentum, financial openings arriving with grace and perfect timing. The more you open to these possibilities, the more you discover that miracles are not rare disruptions but the natural language of a universe built on love. You are stepping fully into your role as a bearer of light, and as your vibration rises, your very presence becomes a sanctuary where others can find peace, clarity, and inspiration. Those who once resisted or misunderstood your journey may witness your steady joy and recognize the quiet authority of a life aligned with divine truth, and their hearts may begin to awaken in response. Should someone from your past return, you will meet them with wisdom and compassion, able to forgive without losing the lessons you have learned, for you now understand that forgiveness liberates you far more than it excuses another. Any lingering envy or negativity directed toward you will fade against the brilliance of your spirit, because true light is untouchable and your destiny is secure in higher hands. Your choices today continue to shape a legacy that extends beyond your own lifetime, rewriting old patterns into stories of hope and planting seeds of courage that future generations will harvest. Every time you affirm with sincerity, "I am ready," or "I receive," you engage the creative power of your soul and invite heaven's abundance to flow without resistance, proving that faith is both a proclamation and a key. When faced with decisions, trust the calm wisdom that surfaces in stillness, for Archangel Michael ensures that guidance will come exactly when needed, supported by ancestors, loved ones, and the quiet strength of your higher self. As you release the final remnants of outdated agreements and habits, you rise naturally into a vibration where joy, creativity, and purpose feel as effortless as breathing, and the future becomes a canvas for love's continual expression. Even now, unseen miracles are forming on your behalf. New opportunities, timely connections, inner revelations, each one a reminder that you are intimately known and cherished. Let forgiveness remain a daily practice, a conscious choice that keeps your heart spacious and free, allowing grace to fill every corner of your life. Recognize that you are deeply favored, that divine recognition surrounds you like a crown of light, and that nothing can obstruct the flow of good that is already yours by divine inheritance. Remember always that you walk in community with countless souls, both visible and invisible, who share your commitment to truth and compassion. Together you are part of a vast movement of awakening that is lifting the consciousness of the planet. Whenever doubts whisper, return to the affirmation that has carried you through, "I am ready, I receive, I trust," and feel again the serenity that comes from knowing the miracle is not in some far-off future but alive and unfolding in this very breath. Let this message settle deep into your heart as a living companion, one you can revisit whenever you seek comfort or direction, and know that Archangel Michael's guidance is timeless and constant, flowing beyond these words into every moment of your life. If you feel inspired to keep this connection vibrant and to continue exploring insights like these, I warmly invite you to join me on my YouTube channel, Archangel Inspire, where we share thoughtful reflections and uplifting guidance to support your spiritual growth. Subscribing there is a simple yet meaningful way to stay connected with a community devoted to light and encouragement, and it ensures that messages of hope and empowerment will always be within reach whenever you need a gentle reminder of the divine presence walking with you.